From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the news blast for this hour. James Lantz, a self-described angry gay grandpa, pleaded guilty to criminal mischief in court on Tuesday for gluing himself to a rail inside the Pennsylvania state legislature last year to get a transphobic Republican senator's attention. Lantz was ordered to pay $16,575 damage to the state capitol and a $200 fine to the court as part of a plea deal, Penn Live reports. Lantz, a 64-year-old documentary filmmaker from Vermont, traveled to Harrisburg in April 2024 to confront State Senator Ryan Aument, a Republican whose district in Lancaster County saw 5 suicides by trans youth over 18 months as Aument promoted anti-trans legislation from his state Senate seat. While in the fourth floor visitors gallery, Lantz disrupted a Senate session for several minutes, shouting at Aument and then throwing flyers onto the Senate floor before gluing his hand to the railing. Wearing a white hoodie with a trans flag and large black text that read, askwhy5died.com, Lantz shouted at Aument, "You are culpable for the deaths of 5 trans children." On April 29th, Lantz was charged with 2 felonies related to institutional vandalism and criminal mischief, as well as misdemeanor offense for obstructing an official proceeding. As part of the plea deal, the felonies were reduced to misdemeanor charges. In addition to the restitution and court fine, Lantz will serve a year on probation. Aument licensed and encouraged bigotry, hate, and bullying against a very small group of transgender and non-binary kids, Lantz said in court. "I just want to be heard peacefully. I felt that if the cycle could be interrupted even by one voice, one story, we might save a life here or nationally," he told Dauphin County Judge William Tully. Time, I believe, was of the essence. I knew I had to act. I also knew my time was limited. I have stage 4 cancer. "I remember what I endured as a closeted teen in the 1970s, Lantz said. "I don't want to see another LGBTQ kid die by suicide. Our kids are suffering physically, mentally, and emotionally. I did what I felt I had to do." Lantz told the court he reached out on 6 occasions to meet with Senator Aument, but he never received a response. He's documented the rise of anti-trans and anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric and legislation on his website, Angry Gay Grandpa. Prosecutors took issue with Lantz's description of his protest as peaceful. "Our office disagrees that damaging property is a form of peaceful protest," prosecutor Alyssa Davidson told Penn Live on Wednesday. The plea agreement was a fair outcome that recovered money spent repairing the damage done. While Lantz appeared in court, Mark Clatterbuck, the father of one of those 5 trans youth who died by suicide, sat in the visitors gallery in support. He spoke on the steps of the Capitol afterward. "A parent's worst nightmare is what brings me to this press conference today," Clatterbuck told reporters. Clatterbuck's 22-year-old son, Ash, was a college junior majoring in political science and journalism and would have graduated this past May, his father said. He died by suicide a year ago in February. His dad read from an op-ed Ash wrote for Lancaster Online just months before his death. To politicians and others who are advocating and propagating hatred against the LGBTQ plus community, I implore you, why are you so scared of us? Why do you hold so much hate? Those are both very good questions, by the way. America is a country of diversity, inclusion, strength, and liberty. How does my very existence challenge in any way those values, your values? Your actions cannot change who we are. The only thing you can change is your attitude toward us. Hear, hear. That's the news blast for this hour. If you are watching the video version of our news reports on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. Download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.